Bedtime story. No copyright, please, I beg. Hello, Universe. By. Whoa, hold on, I'm trying to. By Erin and entrada Kelly. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Please tell me if I did or if I didn't. Hello, Universe. Some friendships are just meant to be. Going to move you right here. Right here. Because I just painted my toenails. God. If I stutter, please tell me. Obviously, I don't mean to stutter. Okay. Hello, Universe. To Coraline, my beautifully complex Aquarius, and Gemini Phoenix, Visionary. Chapter 1, Grand Failure. Little hamster. 11-year-old Virgil Salinas already regretted the rest of middle school, and he'd only just finished 6th grade. He imagined all those years stretching ahead of him, like a long line of hurdles, each of them getting taller, thicker, and heavier, and him standing in front of them on his weak and skinny legs. He was no good at hurdles. He had found this out the hard way in gym class, where he was the smallest, most forgettable, and always picked last. All the things considered, he should have been happy on the last day of school. The year was over. He should have been skipping home. He should have been skipping home, ready to tackle the bright summer ahead. Instead, he walked through the front door like a defeated athlete, head low, shoulders hunched, a sack of disappointment sitting on his chest like an anvil, whatever. Because today, it was official, he was a grand failure. Oi, Virgilio. Virgilio. Oi, Virgilio, he said his grandmother, his Lola. When he came in, she didn't look up. She was in the kitchen, slicing a mango. Come take one of these. Your mother got too many again. They were on sale. She buys 10. So she buys 10. And what do we need 10 mangoes for? They're not even from the Philippines. They're from Venezuela. Your mother bought 10 Venezuelan mangoes. And for what? That woman would buy kisses from Judas if they were on sale. She shook her head. Virgo straightened his posture so Lola wouldn't suspect anything was wrong. He took a mango from the food bowl. Lola's eyebrows immediately scrunched together. Only they weren't really eyebrows, because she plucked them clean. What's wrong? Why do you have that look? She said. What look? Virgo said. You know, Lola didn't explain herself. Is that pug-faced boy at school mean to you again? What's wrong with pugs? I'm surprised I put it in this book, but what's wrong with pugs? No, Lola. For once, that was the least of his worries. Everything's fine. Hmm, Lola said. She knew everything wasn't fine. She noticed everything about him. They had a secret kinship, however. It had been that way ever since the first day she come back from the Philippines to live with them. On the morning she arrived, Virgil's parents and identical twin brothers immediately rushed her in a flood of hugs and hellos. With the exception of Virgil, that's how Selena's Selena's family. I'm sorry for stuttering so much. It's not my fault. Big personalities that bubbled over like pots of soup. Virgil felt like unbuttered toast standing next to them. Hey, sus, my first moments in America will be filled with a pulsing headache, Lola said. She pressed her fingertips to her temples and waved towards Virgil's older brothers, who were tall and lean and muscled. Even then, Joselito Julius, fetch my bags, huh? I want to say hello to my youngest grandson. After Joselito and Julius scurried off, ever the helpful brothers, Virgil's parents presented him like a rare exhibit they didn't quite understand. This is Turtle. This is Turtle, his mother said. That was their name for him. Turtle, because he wouldn't come out of the shell. Every time they said it, a piece of him broke. Lola had squatted in front of him and whispered, "You are my favorite, Virgilio." And then she put her fingertips to her lips and said, "Don't tell your brothers." That was 6 years ago, and he knew he was still her favorite. Even though she'd never said so again, he could trust Lola. And maybe one day he would confess his great secret to her. That one the one that made him a grand failure. But now, not today. Lola looked sorry. Lola took the mango from him. "Let me slice that for you," She said. Virgil stood next to her and watched. Lola was old and her fingers felt like paper, but she sliced the mangoes like an artist. She started slowly, biding her time. "You know," she began, "I had a dream about the stone boy again last night." She'd been dreaming about the stone boy for days now. The dream was like the same. A shy, not unlike Virgil, a shy boy, not unlike Virgil, gets terribly lonely, takes a walk in the forest, and begs a rock to eat him. The biggest stone opens its gravelly mouth and takes and the boy jumps inside, never to be seen again. When his parents find the stone, there's nothing they can do. Virgil wasn't sure how hard his parents would try to get him out anyway, but he knew Lola would I don't know, chisel that rock to pieces if she had to. "I promise not to jump into any rocks," Virgil said. "I I know there is something going on with you, Anak. You have a face of Federico the Sorrowful. Who is Federico the Sorrowful? He was a boy, king, who was sad all the time. But he didn't want anyone to know he was sad because he wanted people to think he was a strong king. But one day he couldn't hold in his sorrows anymore. Okay, I'm back. Probably just lost my spot. Okay, but one day he couldn't hold in his sorrows anymore. It all came out, just like a fountain. She lifted her hands into the air to mimic splashing water. Still holding the paring knife on one of them. He wept and wept until the whole land flooded and all the lands drifted away from each other. He wound up he wound up trapped on an island all alone until a crocodile came and ate him. Okay, this is an absolutely giant book. I'm not reading this entire thing. If you guys want to hear the rest of this book, comment down below. If there's comments, if there isn't comments, just like, because I don't know why it won't let me turn on the comments. But if there isn't comments, then just like for another part 2, and I will get you there as quick as I can. Bye.